Brawl News. Ladies and gentlemen, today is kind of the big shebang. We're going to be going over pretty much everything that I know of that's going to be coming out in this very next update, even things that I don't think has been discussed publicly inside of the community. And if you all didn't know, we're kind of on that home stretch, getting closer and closer to this next Brawl Talk and obviously the next update. And what I always try to do here on this channel when we're getting close is being that one-stop shop for you guys whenever it comes to pre-post and during update content, keep you guys in the loop, making sure we're all on the same page. So of course, be sure to stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. This will be that spot that honestly, you'll get all the info that you need. So yeah, thank you guys, much love. So we already know quite a bit about this very next update coming out. Tons of juicy content, big ticketed items from the most recent podcast and other speculations coming true here. But before we get into that and confirming a lot of things that haven't been discussed, I first want to get into when the next Brawl Talk is going to be 100% confirmed. Just a few days ago now, at the point that I'm recording this video, the Brawl Stars dev team ended up posting a short and an announcement to celebrate leading into this Brawl Talk, the hashtag Piggy Week. A really fun community event once again, and a great way to get some resources with a mega pig every single day, basically. But right at the start of the short, Danny ends up saying the actual confirmed Brawl Talk date. Brawl Talk is coming the 24th of February. So like I said at the beginning of the video, we are now on the home stretch, right? The final week leading into the Brawl Talk. So as we know about the structure of these Brawl Talks, one day before will always be the juiciest sneak peeks that we ever will get for a next update, Friday the 23rd. On that day, we always cover all the in-depth sneak peeks and all the confirmed content that we get coming in the next Brawl Talk, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I'm guessing leading into that, we probably won't get that much more sneak peeks, so I'm hoping that today, when you guys are watching this, it'll serve as that last wrap-up of all the confirmed content, or the majority of the confirmed content. So I want to give a huge shout out to CLB, the creator of this Twitter account, as well as a small collective team has been helping me, along with, you know, myself, doing some work on the back end, trying to keep up to date with all the content. And if you didn't know, CLB just recently became a creator in the Brawl Stars creator program, so huge congrats to them. But I want to start off this episode today with the big ticketed items that we know are pretty much so confirmed at this point coming. Try not to pay attention to that lower half, we will be getting into that later on in this episode. But in this next Brawl Talk coming out this Saturday, we should be confirmed getting 2 separate seasons of the Brawl Pass coming out and addressed within that Brawl Talk. We have heavily speculated upon the Swamp of Love season, and then now a little bit more recent confirmed or speculated upon a mythology update, which I like the ring to it, not a Mount Olympus theme. Mythology sounds great. Now it's pretty dang clear cut if these themes do come to the game that obviously a new brawler will come as well for each of the themes fitting into those themes. And as we had discussed in those episodes, we very well could have already seen some in-game mechanics for that brawler fitting into the Swamp of Love trio. From that video already addressed a few times now, we saw some in-game mechanics from a foreign brawler, right? This damage boosting radius around Piper here, kind of like a miniature version of the 8-bit super. And then of course we have this arrow coming in, maybe a sharpshooter basic attack for this new brawler coming around the corner. We are already speculating that these could possibly be foreign game mechanics for a brand new brawler, but I think pretty much so confirmed from this most recent podcast, or at least help to support the theories, with Adrian discussing new brawler play testing, where one of the very first steps is designing the game mechanics for the new brawler and then testing them out on brawler base models. So Piper, for an example, is this one. Now, we don't know as much about a potential brawler fitting into this mythology update, but we've now been given a few different Easter eggs supporting the theme's existence. So if that's the case, a new brawler fitting into that trio or theme coming out in a early access offer like we've been getting with this new format of the Brawl Pass, I think it just makes sense for a brawler coming. And seeing that we've been sneak peeked this hammer a few times, and the discussion within the podcast basically saying, are you worthy to hold the hammer? Kind of like Thor-esque, it makes sense that maybe a brawler could be wielding this hammer. Maybe we're seeing some mechanics for that brawler coming out. Now, drifting away from the new themes and the brawlers coming out in this next update, we also have some other big juicy content pieces that have been confirmed. The very first one we're going to be discussing is obviously the Fame change. Fame is getting a new cosmetic being added to it, and that is battle banners or battle cards coming to the game that will show your Fame rank in a animated way before you hop into the match, which is really cool. The next bigger piece of content coming is of course a Power League 2.0 version here here in the game, where a big change to it is there's going to be competitive modifiers added. I've seen a bit of communication within the community being a bit apprehensive about these modifiers, which is completely understandable, seeing that it's kind of changing what we're already used to with Power League, which change in any game is never easy, right? But I am looking forward to seeing what they end up doing, as well as I'm very excited what else is coming with Power League, much like better rewards and being a bit more inviting for a casual player inside of Brawl Stars, where Power League won't feel as daunting and it will feel more of like just another game mode to enjoy within Brawl Stars, not something that we need to study and try to get good at before hopping into it, right? Now that we have that out of the way, it's time to get into other bigger pieces of content coming, and that is 6 new hypercharges should be coming within this update, 2 of which have already been confirmed. From the Brawl Together video, we had confirmation that Buzz is getting a hypercharge here, as well as Belle is getting one, and we have even more evidence than just a visual cue of the hypercharge around her playable character. There's also in the video swirling animations of the hypercharge and things along those lines. So we have Buzz and Belle. But taking a look at CLB's tweet here as well, we do have, based on previous release patterns of the hypercharges, there should be at least 6 being released in this update. So 4 more than we already have confirmed. And you never know, there could be updates that we get more than 6 hypercharges. So we'll have to wait and see what goes down with that. But next up, let's get straight away into the potential skins coming out, and even some like really heavily speculated and Easter egged upon. But first off, getting into the ones that are pretty much so confirmed, it is very, very likely that we're going to be getting this Mecha Colt skin that I'm guessing a few of you probably forgot about. There was a fun campaign held for a free Colt skin, which has already been released into the game, but for that campaign, there was a ton of Mecha Colt skins designed. So the Brawl Stars dev team decided to create a pseudo Supercell make campaign for these Mecha Colt skins, and one of which won by a landslide. And that was this one here. So I'm thinking it would make sense for this one to be released in this update. While at the same time, there was another small Supercell make campaign or voted on skin campaign in the community, and that was for this baseball Fang skin, 2 different color variation. It was this picture, cool skin for Fang. I love them both. Seeing that was a really long time ago, it makes sense for something like this to come to the game here shortly as well. So don't be surprised if these hit the game too. This one pretty much so completely went past my head, but there's also a potential Buzz skin coming in this next update, and it would make a lot of sense if Buzz is getting a hypercharge for them to celebrate or hone in on Buzz hype with a cool skin. There was this conversation quite some time ago with this fun, again, voted community skins for B some time ago, but then we had this individual saying, when you got us Buzz mains. And yeah, dude, it's been a long time since Buzz has gotten some love, dude. And we have Ricardo here, someone who is working for the Brawl Stars dev team in designing skins, doing a eye emoji here, possibly confirming a Buzz skin coming out in this update as well. Really, really exciting, dude. But then we make our way to some skins that I think are a little bit more on the questionable side of things, but really intriguing here. Taking a look at the CLB tweet and delving into the Sands of Time skins and the good random skins here a little bit deeper. There was an individual inside the community discussing these set of skins. There was an actual survey that the Brawl Stars dev team sent out about these specific skins. And obviously, if they're already kind of made and worked out a little bit, there's a very high chance that these will be coming in the next update or potentially in the very next update, fitting a really, really cool theme here. This individual says, so do you guys still know about the survey Brawl Stars released that featured these new skins for Sands of Time and good randoms that might come in the next update? Well, with this next update on the horizon, we will potentially see these skins coming, which is really, really exciting. I love these themes. It's reminding me of obviously the Tara, Sandy, Jean vibe or theme in the game. We have one there for Fang. We have a Chuck one, which we don't have a really crazy good Chuck skin yet. We have one, but it's been a long time. I think he's deserving of a skin here sometime soon. We have a really awesome one for Surge there, a Dynamite skin, and a Tara. No, that's Shelly. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Are you kidding me? That's sick. But then I'm sure you guys are aware of the good random skin set here, one for Poco, Buzz, and Stu. We already have the pop star Janet skin fitting into this theme. If you guys remember the music video that was released a really long time ago representing the good randoms. Right here, smack dab on the thumbnail, man. Oh my goodness. They already have like flushed out skins for these characters, one of which has already entered the game, the pop star Janet, the lead of this animation, so it would make sense. But Buzz, Stu, Poco. And seeing that they were a part of that survey, I think it would make a lot of sense for a potential for them to come to the game, right? But other than that, there's a ton of other smaller tweaks that I think have been confirmed already for this next update. This one is really, really interesting. We have this individual saying, are you going to miss it enough to give us customizable menu music? Which was addressed from this tweet here. And then Frank says, with eyes. So maybe some customizable menu music in this update. Also in the podcast, sometime during it, they had mentioned that the PowerPoint animation, the crazy long animation when you're opening up a bunch of star drops, that long standing animation that you can't get past, is going to be addressed and fixed. So another quality of life change there. Basketball should be returning in this next update, which is a phenomenal game mode I'm always very much so looking forward to when it comes back. And so much more that hasn't been addressed inside of the community, but going over at least some of the things that I think have a lot of potential coming out in this next update, almost pretty much so confirmed. Also, there's always a decent chance for lore to be a piece in any update. This lightning hammer, subject to a bunch of speculation, has that Star Park logo, the smiley face there. So hey, yeah, I don't know, maybe some Star Park stuff in this update. But yeah, other than that, there's going to be quite a bit more to come, and I cannot wait to address it and keep you guys up to date with the update stuff coming around the corner, as I always try to do. So again, be sure to stay tuned. Your boy Detective Ray will always get your back when it comes to this update speculation and update content that's coming out. Again, the 23rd, Friday, is going to be a juicy sneak peek day, so we'll be covering that in its entirety for you guys and speculate as heavily as I can. But yeah, that's just about all I got for you here in this episode today. Hopefully it was helpful, keeping you guys on the right track for this next update coming around the corner. And yeah, we'll be talking super soon. Adios, everybody. Thank you all for the continued support. Take care.